Welcome back to Lesscashmoremash. My name's Tom.
And I'm Mike.
And today, Sunday Funday. So what are we doing today for Sunday Funday? We had a lot of good suggestions on Sunday Funday, but I like this one even better than my own suggestion. We'll eventually do the Battle of the A's, and we're going to probably do all of them. But since Barrell came up with so much controversy on whether they liked or disliked it, this came courtesy of Matt Schmidt 9924. Thank you for the suggestion. Matt. I actually loved it because of the fact that these are a lot cheaper. I don't know what's going on that side of the table, but
good head start.
So we got Barrell. This comes in at 114.44 proof. It was $79.99. Going up against Old Forester 1920. This comes in at 115 proof. We got it for $58.99. Against Rare Breed, this is 116.8 proof. We got it for $46 even. And I had to run out and buy an Old Grandad 114. We got this one for $31.99. So I wanted to see, can some of these, we're going to put it up against some bigger name ones. These are all big name ones. But
Connecticut?
No.
It was local?
Yep, it was in Massachusetts.
Really?
Yeah, I forgot what he said.
His secret store.
His secret store was sold out, but it ended up being in Waltham or something. He was out in that area, and it happened to be there was one left on the shelf. So, all right, no more mash mix-up rules. We're gonna start from Mike's out of the room. I mean, Mike pours him. I'm out of the room. He leaves the room. I shuffle him up. We'll be drinking the same thing at the same time. We're gonna start with glass number one.
I don't think you can actually get the nose.
Yeah.
From at least three of these right off the bat, sitting this far away.
Right. Well, I don't think I'm going to dislike any of them. I can tell you that.
I'm anticipating one might be a little rougher around the edges.
Funny you should say that. In fairness, when Steve brought this the other day, we cracked it so that it would have a few days to actually open up, get some air in it.
Did I was talking about that one?
I knew you were talking about it. I will say, towards the end of our first bottle, and I don't dislike glass number one, by the way. Towards the end of my first bottle of 114, I was getting this nasty, grassy taste. I did not get that the other day when we cracked it. It was actually very good. But it'll be interesting to see how all of these hold up against all of them. And again, you're going to see what we're doing because I run the roll. You just saw what we were drinking right now. We have no clue what we're drinking.
It's tasty. I don't.
That's a good start.
I don't even have a good guess right now.
I'm not even going to try. I'm going to just try to put them in order. I'll end up throwing a random guess. Oh, I'll get dope. I left my drink over there. I'll be right back. We'll go to glass number two.
So it might be a little sweeter nose.
Unless something jumps out on me. Glass number one really didn't jump out on me as something that I can remember. Ooh. Glass two, on the other hand, is jumping out at me as something I can remember on the nose.
Very caramel-esque, and it's almost even has like a slight marshmallow.
Some would say marshmallow. Others would say banana. But I'm getting a banana on this one for sure. Oh, that is so good. I haven't had this. As you can see, some of these are going way down. I actually ran out and got another Rare Breed because I wasn't sure if the one we had was going to be enough. But, that has a crazy finish compared to the first one. I put this in here. I put the 1920 in here, A, because I hadn't drank it in so long, and B, it's a true test because this was one of my favorites when we first got it. I did.
Which
really
one?
like
Rare Breed?
Yeah.
It was? Oh. That's usually one of my
1920 was like it just that's just powerful. That's powerful. But so I'll be interested to see.
You actually got a pretty decent deal on that too.
We did. That's one of the few bottles I said it before in the past that I've had on the. I've had
to see it for that anymore.
I've had this on the shelf since we started, just about since we cracked it. That's my first.
It was one of the earlier ones.
I
remember where you bought it actually.
Yeah, that's my first bottle of it. That's it. I never rebought it.
Pretty caramel-esque on this one.
Not the nose that two had.
No, okay. But I think it's better than one.
Oh, there's nothing I don't like about that one either. Again, I didn't think I was going to dislike any of these. Wow, that hangs on too. That's hanging on. Well, that's him. I thought that was you.
No.
Grunting at one point. I'm like, geez, you all right over there?
Thanks. It was not me. There is a lot of noises that go on over here. But that's not one of them.
Well, I thought it was you at first. I thought you were choking.
That's been known to happen. Mm-hmm. I'm thinking that's pretty close to 2 for me. But I think it's ahead of 1 right now going this way.
The viscosity and the mouthfeel of that one is insane. You know what I mean? That is, this is going to be a tough one for me because 2 really gives you a wild ride with the banana in the front, and then you get that nice caramelesque in the middle and a nice oaky presence at the end. But man, if 3 doesn't just jam you with flavor from front to back, like it is just like that finish doesn't want. I don't even want to take a sip because that is coated so well. That is thick. That one is thick. They're definitely up there. I'm going to have to knick-knack and just see which one I like best. But if I'm rating it, I'm going to have to go. That's going to be one of them. It can't be just like the flavor profile. It's got to be like that whole finish and everything. Because that thing lasted for... It's still in my mouth. And I just took a sip of water.
That's me making noises. I'm almost going to probably tie this one right now with 1. The noses is not... 1 and 4's nose are kind of... seem to be weaker than 2 and 3.
I will agree with that. 100%. This is going to be... It's going to be tough.
So for me right now, I get 2 and a slight lead over 3, and 1 and 4 are kind of tied for me.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm in the exact thing. I got 2 and 3 tied.
I think 1 has a little more flavor. The nose didn't jump out. I think more than 4.
That's hard to tell because we started with that one. So, yeah, it's possible. We'll see what happens on the way back. So, we're gonna. It'll be 1 second for you. We're gonna take a quick break, cleanse our palate, and we'll be back in a minute. So we are back. We're gonna start on the right, work our way left. You got all 4 years written down already?
I kind of...
You locked in?
I don't know if I'm locked in, but I have a winger.
Well, this has got a way better nose.
It's way more caramelesque.
Yes, it is. Way better than on the way in. Other than a couple, I think I know the 2 middle ones. I'm not sure about these 2. I'm actually digging this one.
I'm not. I don't dislike it. It's not carrying like multiple flavors going through. It's kind of like your bourbon,
right? But what I'm saying is, starting with this one right now, like coming off at 3, I thought it was lackluster. But starting back with this one after I just cleansed my palate, it actually has it's got a nice bourbon-esque flavor.
No, it does.
It has a nice viscosity. It actually in the proof holds. I mean, it doesn't have the finish that 2 or 3 do, but it's solid.
No, it's. And I think if I'm right in my guess for the price, it's well worth. Mm-hmm. Why you can?
Oh, you're thinking that one? Mm-hmm. I'm torn. I'm gonna wait until I get to 1. That's a solid start right now.
I don't know if I'm gonna jump it up. I'm gonna leave it kind of where it was for now.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait to see what the next one does on myself, but it's definitely good.
Three way more notes.
This is darker, richer, thicker caramel too. You almost borderline molasses on this one. This almost brings like the maker's note to me, like that dark, rich, thick. Like, oh, I can't wait to try that nose. You know, where the
way
other
more
one,
flavors in there.
Yep, I agree. I almost get a chocolate. Actually, I'm getting a hint of like a chocolate caramel.
I wish I could get the chocolate.
Oh,
no, but in the flavor, it's still gonna go up above 4, even in that small sip. Mm-hmm. Then I didn't do swishing. I was just like bing and bang.
Too. Ooh, I almost got a chocolate covered cherry on that one. Right. Well, I got like a cherry popped in the middle. I don't know why. Maybe because I said chocolate caramel and it brought me to fucking my happy land. You know what I mean? The viscosity on 3 is so much thicker and richer and coats so much better. than what 4 did.
Which I thought 4 had that sparkle, but not today. But in my head, where I think it is.
Oh. I can tell you what, I'm not sure what 4 is. I'll almost guarantee that's what that is right there. That's my guess on that. These 2 I'm not sure on. The 2 middle ones I'm locked in pretty much. Those were my
So I'm actually opposite you then, because
Okay.
I think that's up there because there's a different note in one, and if I remember right, Barrel had a different note in that. So I'm opposite. Other than that, I'm kind of
3 is banging. Whatever 3 is.
Oh, you
that
went?
3, no, go ahead. We can go to 2. No. I grabbed it. I grabbed it by mistake. I might already did the 2. I switched the bottles. I couldn't remember if I did the 2 sips like I normally
2's
do.
nose is like still in both directions. It's
Think
still
banana. Think you're making banana bread. Just think about it, because I'm going to put it right into your head. You don't get banana at all.
I wish I would, because it'd be that much easier.
I know. That's crazy to me.
For me.
And I hope I'm not wrong, but to me, it just screams banana comes out of that.
So
like a banana nut bread. Like
it just has the whole. It's a way better nose.
Are you getting nuts though?
I do have.
Because I do get like
a light nut.
Yep. I get like a chocolate covered banana with like nuts on it, like the frozen
I just made
one.
chocolate chips, and I just smashed up a shitload of walnuts and pecans. I did a combo, and I know that smell, but I didn't make a banana bread.
I know you do. I know you know the smell. That's why it's again.
But so maybe it doesn't come to my head, but I just know there's way more notes here than.
No, it's no. I'm not. There's no fault in it. I'm just like, to me, like, I know you bake more than I do, so I'm.
You're starting.
Oh, I know. I'm a baker right now. I'll tell you. I've been making some banging.
This flavor too. It's not as. It
doesn't last as long as 3.
No, it doesn't.
No.
I was gonna say it's an easier drinker than 3 and 4. But I don't know, just because of all the nose and everything. 2 definitely. I mean, 3 definitely hangs on longer though. It does hold on longer.
It's 3 is powerful. 2 is phenomenal. I like the fruit in the front. I love the caramel in the middle, and it finishes with a nice little oaky presence, and it has a good finish. But compared to 3, 3's finish is forever.
I'm gonna seem to hang on. I'm still kind of leaning towards the ease of.
Oh no, it does.
2.
It is the easiest drinker on the table so far. Hands down, I will give you that. Absolutely,
and that's sometimes comforting. You know?
No, I get you. And it has a better ride because it gives you more of a fruit. Although I did get a spike of a cherry on that, so I'm gonna have to see when I go back, because there's gonna be some knickknacking going on. You won't have to worry about it, but. This might be a rough one for me, because these are 4 very good bottles.
This nose is pretty strong, but there's something different in here beyond the caramel and everything else. It might even be like a little more fruitiness in here.
Really?
That's why I think we're a little opposite. But
I might even switch them 2. I'm going to have to put these 2 together, and my final vote might be there. I'm almost thinking OGD is over here, and this one's over here. But I thought I got
again. If you find any one of these, I don't think you're going to be disappointed at all.
Nope.
You know, one is probably a little more pricier than the other 3.
No, the main reason why I wanted to do this to begin with, because this was part of our battle of the A's.
Definitely sticks around.
But no, that's what I'm saying. These are 4 delicious bottles. But any one of these you can get. I just know Barrel had a lot of controversy. Not controversy, but everyone has an opinion. The people loved it or they hated it. You know what I mean? And that's, to me, is perfect to put it up. I want to throw it up against as many things as possible and see how it does. You know what I mean?
It might be stepping up.
So
that's holding on pretty good.
No, there's not a bad bottle on this table.
And it does have a sparkle.
Mm-hmm. Well, here comes the fun part.
Are those 2 opposite?
I'm thinking OGD's over here and this one's over here. But we're gonna fine tune it. We're gonna have to figure out which order we actually like them in. Because honestly, this is pulling hairs. It's gonna come down to the nitty gritty.
I'm
they're
pretty
tough.
close.
No, I'm the same way. I still think 2 and 3 are standouts over 1 and 4. But I'm not sure what order I want to put either one of them. Okay. So we're gonna figure that out. We'll be back in 1 second. It isn't really by far. It's really not. I do think it's. This again. They're getting harder because we have good ones now. It's not like something stands out. You know what I mean? We are back, and this was another tough one. I'm not going to lie. This took us a long time. And in fact, I switched these two bottles like 4 times in my head on which one we actually think it is.
It was probably a good 20 minutes, so,
yeah,
shouldn't take that long.
No, I lost the banana, and I started thinking 3 had it. I don't even know. This one might be this one. This might, but definitely, it's funny, too, because we don't even taste relatively the same. But we come to the same decision on which bottle. 3 has the best overall experience. It had the best flavor, the best taste, the best finish out of all of them. So, as you see it, I think it's rare breed. I actually kept switching these two, Old Forester Barrel and 114 Old Grandad.
And we ended up the same because that's what I wrote down.
Yeah, and the more I kept doing it, I started thinking Old Forester is 3. But it doesn't matter what we think. What we have in the glass, hands down, I mean, I'll agree with your assessment earlier. These are 4 very good bottles. So
it's not
any of them.
It's not really hands down. It was very difficult.
No,
and one did stick out a little bit more. And
I did like 2 and 3. Whatever 2 and 3 was better than 1 and 4.
Yeah, I had it pronounced, but
you
always tell me in the end I screw up my glasses, so I got to keep them where they are.
Well, no, you can pronounce them all you want as long as we know what you have. We actually agreed today for a change, so let's see what we actually got. So our fourth place one was what was in glass number 4, and it's what you put in glass number 2.
Wow, Barrel.
So our last place one is Barrel.
Number 2, Barrel.
Okay, then.
So we're way off.
Well, that's funny. So there you go. There you go. Mike said, who actually, yeah, Matt Schmidt actually said this in the beginning. So Barrel came in dead last. But you know what? That's awesome. Because, again, these are 4 very good drinks. But this is the reason you do blinds. Because when you have no idea what you're drinking, It definitely, there isn't a bad glass on the table. I just want to state that for the record. But ultimately, that's going to work out because that was the most expensive bottle. So our third place one was in glass number 1. So it's what you put in glass number 3.
Rare breed.
So rare breed. We got 1 right anyway, so that's good. Was that I got to be honest with you. I'm putting my money on 114, but it's not going to win. I'd like to see OGD because it's the cheapest one win, but it's not going to win. So
we'll see.
Yeah, I don't know.
It did hold the sparkle, but
our second place one was glass number 2. It's what you put in glass number 4.
OGD.
So it is OGD. So I did want to switch it, and I should have. Our grand champion right now is Old Forester 1920, and honestly, the nose, the taste, the flavor, the complexity, and the finish, it hands down, it was easily glass number 3 was the winner.
For whatever reason, that it seems to be our palate little group. Old Grandad did all right.
No, because again, when we put this up, you can go way back in our channel when we had it.
Towards the really came through.
Toward the end of it, I lost because I kept telling you banana at one point on that one, and then I was like, when we were off camera, I'm like, I'm thinking 1920 is 3 now. I'm getting banana in 3.
But you did say that.
Yeah,
I'm like, no, I'm not going to let you convince me. And
I didn't want to convince myself. I'm like, I can't do that because when you start going back to back like that, you can convince yourself of anything. So,
right. So
this was a great one.
I'm really not disappointed because usually over and over I keep saying Old Forester might be one of my favorites picks of going, and then it seems to keep winning. So
that's funny because I actually thought, I was like, oh no, we're gonna pick it just because we like that, and then we didn't even know it was it, so it didn't matter. So we did pick it, but that's good for this. That's 0 for 1 for Barrel because it came in dead last, and for all of you guys that are saying it's overhyped, and again by itself it's delicious. But it didn't hold up in this blind. We got at least 2 more blinds. I'll blind this whole bottle because I have our blind, and someone of you guys, someone else made a suggestion.
I know where they are.
So the bottom line is I just want to see. You know what I mean? Because until you do this, you don't know. So there you go. That's Sunday Funday. If you want to see a future Sunday Funday, leave a comment down below because I love doing ones you guys suggest, especially ones like this because nothing's better than when the cheapest bottle came in second. And you know what? Good for them because they just keep doing a bang up job.
Well, it was probably
They're all relative. The bottom line too is a lot of people, and again, I'm not condemning any channel, and if you have the budget, by all means do it. I'd love to buy the $400 bottles, but these are all sub $80.
No,
and they're 4 banging bottles.
I agree.
And so that's the key.
And you Barrel maybe not, but the other 3, we got the controversy of that one's going away.
The rumor is they're not
these
going
2 you
away,
can usually
we'll see.
find on every shelf.
Yeah.
And
right.
Barrel's mediocre sometimes. It's usually behind glass.
Normally for us, it's jacked way up. When you get a batch, it's jacked way up, and it's expensive. So, but, again...
These 2 are readily available, and they won.
Yeah. So you can't beat it. And I'm going to have to get another one because look at that. And,
you won't get it for that price, I can tell you that.
I won't, but you know what? It's worth the price it won anyway. So
it's delicious.
That being said, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Spend less, drink more. Cheers.
And that nose just keeps cranking.
Mm-hmm. That's crazy. I was convinced 2 was that until the end. It took that long to come out.